Yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Watch the Goddess Boys all day.
Yeah, watch the Goddess Boys.
We work in tandem.
People are wondering how the roast battle went before we start.
Oh, we'll talk about it on the show.
We are?
Let's go. We'll fudge the numbers. Who cares? Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to OK Bud, the podcast where everything's going to be okay, bud. I am Ben Kissel at Ben Kissel 1, joined by Roast Battle Master Jerii Aquino.
Incorrect.
At Miss_Jerii. Fantastic job yesterday at the Hollywood Improv.
Thank you. I had a lot of fun.
And Kyle Ploof.
Hello.
At Kyle Ploof, who was not at the Hollywood Improv. He was too busy fluffing his meat.
Wow.
I don't know what he was doing.
Maybe like being a father?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, that's what I refer to his son as, his meat.
Oh. Wow. Mm-hmm. That's not cool.
All right. Well, check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/diebud. We have some new panels in the place. Our studio is coming together.
Sound panels.
Panels.
And now we don't have to hear that.
Yeah. So we can't wait to show you everything next week. And that means I'm going topless, baby.
Oh.
It's summertime.
Shoot us an
Hot Ben summer.
Well, someone will be hot, and I don't think it'll be me. All right, shoot us an email, okbudpod@gmail.com. Send us pictures of your pets, your thoughts, whatever it might be. We just got some pictures of interesting animals today, including one bird.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, so I will share that tomorrow on my Instagram.
All right.
So yes, Miss Aquino dominated yesterday's roast battle.
Dominated is the strongest and most opposite word for what happened.
I saw 2 roast battles in 3 days. Miss Aquino, she went 1-1, which is very, very respectable. And I think that the judges, they were hating. They drank some haterade because you deserved more respect.
Yeah, I mean, I was proud of myself in like the effort that I put in. I thought
I think you did great.
I'm not upset at it at all. They did not acknowledge my fun jokes, which I thought I had some real good ones. I had some pretty good ones.
I agree.
But I had a lot of fun, and the judges are great, and they're super hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good.
It was very nice.
Very nice.
I want to say this, Jerii. This is personal. I want to say thank you for getting me back into going to watch live comedy.
Oh my God, how's that been for you?
A little triggering.
For sure.
Slightly traumatized. I did have to leave a little bit yesterday, and I did text Jerii. I'm having some anxiety.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because comedians, small room. But I did overhear 2 comedians talking at the bar, which was very funny. They were trying to figure out who's potential threats in the game.
Yeah.
Why do comedians feel like other comedians are threats to their comedianness?
I have no clue, but there is nothing less interesting than comedians talking about comedy.
I know.
As we talk about comedy.
Yeah, as we do it. But this is
We're talking about being in the audience of comedy now. That's not even comedy.
That's interesting.
It was nice to feel inspired again by the liveliness of comedy. I've been a little bit out of the game myself, so hopefully this is the start of my comeback.
You're back indeed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of back, let's talk about this pet zebra. It ran away. I want to thank Miss Aquino for sending us this story.
You're welcome.
The pet zebra, its name was Ed, right? And Ed the zebra ran away because it's not a fucking pet. It's a zebra.
It's a zebra.
Okay?
Free me.
Get me out of here. And because I watched a lot of different documentaries on animals, I learned that the zebra, it is not its fur that is colored black and white. It is indeed its skin.
Well, yeah,
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah,
didn't know that.
It's the same way that when people have like birthmarks on their head, it grows out white out of that area.
Oh, and then you become the leader of Russia because your name is Gorbachev.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Thank you. And of course, a Gorbachev is also a wonderful sexual position to do with your wife tonight. It's whatever you want to make it.
Can you pass me the Gorbachev, please?
I want the Gorbachon, baby. Give it to me.
Why?
Ooh, that's a Gorbachev.
That's when you put your butthole right on someone's forehead.
Oh, God.
A runaway pet zebra was on the loose for more than a week in Tennessee.
Wow.
It became an internet sensation.
That's awesome.
Right?
I mean, where was it going? Where was it hiding?
It was just going.
It was just...
Which isn't that such a liberating thing to do. Just get in your car or be a zebra. So you're a self car, I guess.
You're in the moment.
You're in the moment.
He's a horse, man.
You're just going. Absolutely.
You're just a horse with a bunch of birthmarks all over you. Mm-hmm. Just running and running, and then he keeps on looking back, and after a while he's like, I don't think they're coming anymore.
I don't think they're coming. And I don't think I'm going back.
Yeah.
Because I'm fucking a free zebra now. I also think the zebra is in the horse kingdom. But if you're a horse father and a horse mother and you find out your horse child is dating a zebra, you might disown them.
Oh my God. It's always other horses can date zebras, but not my horse, not my calf.
Mm-hmm. I didn't raise my son to be a zebra fucker. It was captured safely after being located in a pasture near a subdivision in Christina community, in the Christina community in central Tennessee. Just let it be.
Just let it do its
It was in a
thing.
pasture.
Yeah.
Hanging out. This is according to the sheriff's.
Chilling.
He was. This is according to the sheriff's office. They say Ed was airlifted and flown by helicopter back to a waiting animal shelter. And look how sad Ed is.
Oh my God. Sad. I think he looks annoyed.
Yeah.
Did you see the video of the helicopter? He's literally in like a sack and his little head is poking out. And the helicopter like picks him up, and then it's just as the helicopter is like bringing him over to a different pasture, I guess.
Yeah.
The bag is just slowly spinning.
Yeah.
And I could just see in his face just being like, okay, all right.
Yeah,
all right.
As a
You
grown
got
man,
me.
you never want to be picked up and carried against your will.
No.
That's never
I know.
a fun
He looked
fun deal.
Yeah, he looked pretty over it.
Yeah.
Apparently, he arrived in that pasture on May 30th, and there was a lot of reports like, we're seeing this zebra. He was filmed and he was spotted on Interstate 24. He also forced deputies to shut down the roadway, which is an adorable reason not to be able to get to work.
Yeah, I mean, that's really so. Okay, yeah. So zebra on the loose, all car stops.
Right.
Turtle on a planeway.
Yep.
No one's alerted.
Well, of course, the
Or they
airplane
are- they-
did try to avoid it, and that's why it crashed
Oh wow.
in the past story. But you can't be fucking with the zebra because the zebra will mess up your shit.
Probably.
There's several sightings of Ed the zebra. It quickly again became a hit on social media.
He's awesome.
Yes, one fake post, and this is where the internet really comes through. One fake post showed Ed eating at a Waffle House.
What?
Isn't that cute?
The AI memes begin.
Yeah.
Was he fighting the cooks?
That's hilarious. Look, check this out.
He's just
Showing Kyle the video.
Yeah. He's getting airlifted.
Yeah, he's spinning.
Yeah.
He's gonna puke. He's like, "Don't worry, I'm not puking up this Waffle House because of you. It's I was spinning on the way here."
It reminds me of that scene where was his name like Fatso or something in Austin Powers, where
Fat
bastard.
fat bastard. One of his wires broke when he was doing like a cool
Oh, yeah.
movie thing, and then he's like, "Okay, who's gonna get me off of this thing? All right," and he was just spinning here.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, fat bastard. It did anger some in the large community. As a fat, I can say the fat community.
Yes.
And if that came out now, oh my God.
Oh yeah,
It would have been a whole thing.
That would not be allowed today.
You're like, fat people don't actually eat like that.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I am one, and yeah, we do.
Yeah, for Austin Powers, that entire trilogy is has not dated well for the Gen Z community.
So, Ed, apparently it was
It's funny.
It is? Oh, I think they're fantastic.
It's fantastic.
I mean, other than the people who didn't stop saying, what was it, baby? I'll shag you, baby. Like, it did kind of ruin the human
I'm
dialect.
Randy.
Oh,
Yes.
behave.
Yes. It ruined the human speech pattern for like 3 years.
Yeah, that and
yeah.
my wife.
That's Borat. and that's
That's different.
Borat.
Yeah, but they also it was just so prevalent and annoying.
It really was. But what's not annoying is Ed the zebra, who is now back at the sanctuary, shut down a runway. Apparently,
That sounds pretty annoying to me.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
Zebra on
pretty
the
fucking
loose
annoying.
for 8 days, stopping traffic, making you late to work.
I would have fed it. They'd be like, "You got any corn chips, dear? Let's feed Ed."
Imagine being the boss on the other line. We're like, dude, there's a zebra that they're trying to catch. I'm not going to make it in on time. They're like, oh, yeah, I'm sure, Larry, just like last time.
Yeah. Larry, are you on drugs again, Larry? Because you remember, this was your last chance. You're seeing zebras. Is there a pink elephant you're also seeing? Apparently, a month ago, a kangaroo shut down a section of Alabama interstate.
Wait, a what?
Kangaroo.
In Alabama?
Yeah.
Are there kangaroos in Alabama?
There's at least one.
Oh, wow.
And it probably wants to get the fuck out of there. Although I had a great time in Mobile.
Alabama?
Mobile, Alabama. It was
That's
wonderful.
nice.
So thanks to everyone who met me out in that area many, many years ago.
Yeah, every person in that city just goes, we started Mardi Gras. That's all they have. It's like their eyes are so hollow and sad. Like, we had Mardi Gras once.
Oh, my God.
They did have Mardi Gras, Kyle.
They did.
And those are our people.
Yeah.
The wonderful listeners of Alabama who are currently working to make sure that we have whatever Alabama exports.
Yeah. When I went there and I did a show.
Guns.
Yeah. To make sure we have enough guns. Thank you, Alabama.
There was a heckler there the whole time at Bonkers Comedy Club. And then there was a woman that came up after and she was like, I'm so sorry about him. She's like, we always look at people like that. We're just like, please don't make the news. She's like, that's how everyone thinks we are.
Well, I blame the comedy clubs because they're all named like hecklers are wanted.
Yeah.
Bonkers Comedy Club.
Bonkers.
The Funny Bean. Snickers.
Oh, no.
I don't like the names of comedy clubs.
Yell at Me Club?
Yeah. That's why Hollywood Improv, classy.
I like that.
Yeah, but there's no improv. It's all stand up. So there's like no improv.
That's not true, Kyle. Sometimes there's improv.
There is improv, Cal.
Yes, and
Cal.
Yeah.
Also, Hollywood stand-up. What is it? A mammogram place? Okay. Vacations. We all want to go on one. And
yes.
I am actually a cruiser. I like to cruise.
You're a cruiser.
Yes.
I've never been on a cruise.
Yes. Not after midnight. I don't go cruising for studs out there on the street.
Cruising for a bruising, pal.
I like to go on a good, fun cruise. There's a casino, 24/7 food. There's a bar. There's people dancing. The bartenders do crazy tricks with the cups and stuff like that. So you're not drinking to get drunk. You're drinking to be entertained.
Oh, that's nice.
There's
all reasons.
Yes, there's also a thing they do called the silent rave, where everybody puts on headphones.
Yeah.
Those are actually fun.
Yeah.
They're really funny when you take the headphones off, though.
Yeah.
And you just see everyone just fucking acting a fool and dancing like to silence. And,
Breathing loud.
Yeah, you hear like the little like squeaking of their shoes on the floor. Yeah. And then there's just like maybe one chicken's like, woo!
It's fascinating.
I love this song.
It's absolutely fascinating.
You hear it?
And everyone's singing all bad and shit.
And then like some white guy in the corner is going 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yep.
7, 8, just trying to keep up. With
Occasionally saying the N-word because he forgets everyone can hear him. It's the lyrics of the song. There's a new documentary on Netflix called Trainwreck, although I disagree with the title because it's called Trainwreck Poop Cruise. It's a shipwreck.
Okay.
Right? So I don't know why they went Trainwreck Poop Cruise.
Well, Trainwreck is the series.
Oh, I'm so stupid.
And
Okay,
every season or every like different like train wreck series is a different kind of train wreck.
Thank
what was
you.
the last one?
Thank you very much. Yes, look that up. So Trainwreck, thank you, Miss Aquino, for the correction on that. Poop Cruise. It is a 50-minute documentary. It covers this cruise that took place in 2013. It was a Carnival cruise. Evidently, the cruise lost power and was left drifting dead in the water for 4 days.
Oh.
Wow.
You might think, okay, maybe it's okay. We got some food, maybe some drink. No. There was 4,000 passengers on board. There was no lights, no air conditioning, and worst of all, no working toilets. But everybody still had working bowels.
Wow, that is terrible. That is a train wreck.
It really is absolutely disgusting, and it gets even worse than one might think.
You got to shit over the railing. And if you're on top, you're shitting on someone else's balcony.
Like they used to back in the day in Brooklyn.
Did you do that? In
No,
Brooklyn?
no, way back in the day, in like the early 1900s.
Did they do that?
Yeah, that's why those hipster hats the chicks wear, the big brimmed ones. They wore those so when people would dump piss and shit out the windows, it wouldn't hit them in the face.
It's a fucking poop shield?
No fucking shit.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. That was one piece of knowledge my friend from Brooklyn had, and he said it every single time he saw one of those girls wearing one of those hats. And then he
That
did
sounds insufferable.
It was. And then he approached one of the girls because, she's all hot and a hipster. And he's like,
Right.
people used to wear those so shit wouldn't get on their heads. And then he thought that was going to be a great in and they would get married. But then she turned her back to him and didn't talk to us anymore. Fantastic. So the ship lost power and people were like, what the fuck are we going to do? Well, what you got to do is take a dump. This is the most disgusting. We'll just hop right to the most disgusting part of it. When people had to go number one, which is, of course, the pee-pee. They could use the shower.
Yeah.
But I also, again, to Kyle's point, piss off the fucking side.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a chick, you have to have a partner. You got a buddy system so you don't fall over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please piss off the side. And if you needed to...
Can you just picture a giant row of people just like sitting on the railing with
Yeah.
someone else holding their hands and they're all just like...
It's like that old picture of the Irish people who were building like the Empire State Building or something, all sitting on the log.
I don't feel like that's the same thing.
Well, they were probably scared shitless.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you had to shit, it was interesting because there was a bunch of red bags, right? And those were like, if a baby dies and you need to put it in something, you put it in the red bag. It's for biohazard material.
Got it.
Oh, the old
got
dead
it.
baby cruise bag.
The old dead baby cruise.
What happens in the middle of the ocean stays in the middle of the ocean.
Wow. No
So,
laws on the sea.
not according to Waterworld. Yeah. I do wonder what nation is your home if you're born in international waters? Do you get to choose?
Whoa.
That'd be kind of awesome if you get to choose.
It's wherever you land.
Yeah.
Because it's like because the first place, if you're born on the boat, wherever the boat gets to first is the land that you are first coming from.
You could start your own people. You're saying you're oceanic.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
That'd be
or
weird.
maybe they are maybe there's 18 white Jamaicans, and that's how they got there.
No, like that's why he knows patois that well.
Awesome. So they were given red bags to take dumps in. However, they weren't expecting this cruise to not work for 4 days, so they ran out of red bags.
Oh my God. Holy crap.
One person said they immediately started taking Imodium. And that was before but they didn't realize that they were days away from rescue.
That's hilarious.
Plug yourselves.
Oh my God.
So this is really where it gets disgusting. According to the chef, this is the chef talking.
Oh no.
He said, quote, I really had to go number 2. Just say shit.
I don't like it.
And he says, I found this public restroom. I go inside, and it was the nastiest thing I have ever seen in my life.
Oh my God.
People, if you are eating, stop eating, okay? Especially if you're eating any kind of Italian food. You'll see why in a second.
Aww.
People were covering the poop with toilet paper and then again pooping on top of it.
Oh no.
He says, in the way that only a chef could, he says it was layer after layer after layer. It
Like
was
a lasagna.
it was like a lasagna.
I was thinking like a 5-layer dip.
I do.
Oh no.
It's more solid underneath, and then as time goes on, it's more sour cream like.
Oh no.
There is. Don't ruin dips for me.
Do this right.
I'm a
Guys.
I'm a dipaholic. Do not fucking. There's a picture of somebody's shoe, definitely covered in human feces.
So gross. Like I can't handle the taste of my own saliva right now. I just don't. This is just horrifying.
So a towboat arrives. And if you're on the ship, you're like, yay, towboat's here. Well, evidently when the towboat hooked up to the boat, it tipped it tipped the boat, right?
Oh my God.
And as it tipped the boat, all of the shit and piss water overflowed into what is called a sewage nightmare.
No.
Biohazard.
God, that's so disgusting. Is this supposed to convince me to go on cruises?
This isn't in the ad campaigns.
If a cruise goes
God.
perfectly, I still don't want to go on a cruise.
Yeah,
No,
I agree.
you guys are all coming with me on a cruise. We are going to have a fucking fun time.
Dude, absolutely the fuck not.
They have straight spas.
Trapped by surrounding water,
Jerii,
I
I'm
would
telling you.
never be able to relax. I would never be able to relax.
You are
like
ju-
ever.
They give you such good spa treatments. I'm going
Yeah.
to take you on the celebrity cruise lines. They
Oh
are
my
they are
God.
fantastic.
I don't want to be on a cruise that's longer than like an hour and a half, maybe a couple hours.
It was 7 days, but you do stop you stop for a couple of hours here or there. You'll
What do you
like
mean
it.
here or there in the middle of the water?
Well, no, you port.
Yeah, you could pour. You go out, do an excursion, go on like
Yes.
a zip line or something.
You can zip line. You can swim with pigs.
That's what?
Yeah,
I already do that in my pool.
Jesus Christ, and that's when you're swimming alone.
My apartment. Yeah.
So, as the ship rocked back and forth, all of the sewage spilled onto the floor.
No, man.
And it went from the hallways to the cafeteria.
There goes all the food.
Oh, yeah, there's no food on this one. Some people even claim that sewage was dripping from the walls.
Oh,
One passenger described it as, quote, imagine everything that goes in a toilet. It's everywhere.
My God.
Yes. They say you'd be walking down the hallway and all of a sudden, squish, squish, squish.
No!
you'd smell it before you're squishing it.
And then they say, and you knew what you were standing in. We were in excrement.
Yeah, you're gonna fight me if you ever try to invite me to a cruise.
If this happened, I would allow you to murder me. That is very true. Anyway, long story short, they did end up finally getting out. But when they did get out, they were forced into tents, and it was a whole, I guess, human fumigation problem.
You could get so many disease, hepatitis,
Holy
pinworms,
shit.
all this nasty shit.
When it comes to food, speaking of nasty shit, because there was no refrigeration, right? This is so gross. People waited in line for hours for soggy lettuce sandwiches.
My God.
So everyone is eating fucking lettuce. And that's a fiber, I think, something like that. Either way, I know it goes through it. So everyone has the lettuce shits and
Mud butt.
mud butt.
Leafy mud butt.
Not to mention those with
Yeah.
colitis on board.
Oh, absolutely. So they say before the power went out, endless food. Again, cruises, endless food, buffets for days. After the passengers recalled waiting in line for over 2 hours to eat, they say, when I got to see what we were waiting on, it was a soggy bread, tomato, lettuce sandwich. And then they also complained that there wasn't the portions were small, which I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Out of all the issues.
The portions were small.
Yes, one person said there was hoarding on board. So, like, someone was like, give me all the tomato lettuce sandwiches.
Yeah,
Somebody
people were definitely immediately going into like just the animalistic mode, just surviving. Like, get off of my lettuce!
Yes, apparently people broke into camps. Like, literally factions. Yeah, they broke into factions. I don't know how they broke it down, but they did.
Wow.
They say people were just grabbing everything and taking it to their little camps.
They're little cams.
Yes. Now, to make things what they thought was going to be better, the cruise was like, open bar.
Oh!
Are you insane?
Yeah.
Out of your mind?
So, because they said open bar, everyone get fucking hammered. Apparently, it led to a lot of fights, public sex, which is kind of, so they're fucking and fighting.
Ew!
And then also a bunch of poop bags were flying. So there was a poop bag fight.
Oh my God, that is disgusting. Oh, that's such a bad idea.
Yes, the management decided to offer unlimited free drinks. According to the
Very, very bad idea.
according to the cruise director, Jen. So literally Jen is
Jen.
fucking Jen.
Bro, who okayed this? Dude, Jen. I don't know, man.
Well, she says, I was definitely against the idea of the open bar. She said people will go nuts, but Jen was overruled. But she was right.
Yeah.
The party disaster, it was disgusting. People were urinating overboard, fights were breaking out, and people were throwing red bags on the lifeboat. Somebody threw the poop bag, and the wind blew it back onto someone sitting. So someone threw it back. The wind threw it back to somebody sitting on the open deck.
No.
I hate that so much. I'm so sorry if that happened to you.
Yeah.
You are the person, by any chance, listening. What the hell?
And just lastly, to really paint the picture, a couple was seen having sex on the deck, And the girl that was having sex, she was one of the bachelorette girls.
Yeah,
So
of
there was
course.
a bachelorette
Yeah.
party
Yeah, that makes total sense.
happening
She's
this
like-
entire time.
She's like, oh, I'm going without food. I'm going without fucking like refrigerated water. I'm going without a bathroom. You think I'm gonna go without dick too?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
I don't think so.
If those smells and that situation doesn't stop you from being horny, you are a pig.
You are a pig.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Apparently, there was a newlywed husband and wife, and they were just fucking too. I mean, hey, if you're newlywed,
Yeah.
in God's eyes, you're fine.
Have you guys ever made hanky in a smelly place? What's the smelliest place?
I've done it in a bathroom or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found the bathroom to be relatively clean. It was a nice place.
A hot car on a summer's day.
Ew.
Yeah,
That sounds
that's
disgusting.
that's a Boston Motel 6.
Holes are just stanking.
Yeah. How about yourself, Jer?
In a car, fresh from the beach in Miami after
See?
a full day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's not only hot, but it's sandy.
It's exfoliating.
This car is shaking and it's just throwing diamonds out. All right. We have a small update on Sydney Sweeney, speaking of sex.
Oh.
Apparently, Walmart is fucking lying to us.
What?
So Walmart purchased a bunch of Sydney Sweeney's bathwater soap,
Smart.
but evidently their product is fake.
Yeah, a lot. It's
What do
all
you
Chinese fake stuff.
It's a lie. The soap company exposed the third because what Sasquatch or Dr. Squatch Soaps is all pissed off about it. So the company exposed a third-party listing in an exclusive statement saying that the Walmart Dr. Squatch Sydney Sweeney bathwater soap is not fucking real.
Oh.
And Sydney Sweeney's pussy didn't even touch it at all.
Wow.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know. I guess they want to maintain honesty.
That's so dumb. It's a clear marketing plan. Stupid. I don't think who actually thinks that
Dr. Squatch is being very serious. They're like, no, it is. She was in this water.
she was in.
That's
this
what
water.
they're like, no. And Walmart, the fact that they went third party and didn't actually get the water that Sydney Sweeney was supposedly bathing in, fuck you, Walmart, take it off the shelf. So they're going to sue.
Oh, damn.
So Walmart was like, oh, we want that Sydney Sweeney Poontang soap. We want that. We want in on that market, right?
Yeah.
But then they didn't do it.
Then they just go buy some other like cheaper stuff.
Exactly.
They go for the Kroger Squatch.
Exactly, which
Yeah.
is just me.
Yeah.
That's just
what?
my shower wall.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what you really don't want to have
That
to deal with.
sucks.
It's full of Axe hair gel, which I used yesterday, and I found my hair to be flowing like Axe.
Mm.
And it smelled like adrenaline.
That's not.
Yeah, Axe.
God, what always with these fucking like weird names?
Yeah, men's products are always just like,
Yeah, testosterone,
yeah. Don't fall asleep next to him.
Yeti taint.
a coke rage.
Oh. So the product was initially priced at $8 and it sold out within minutes. So Walmart again was like, shit, we want that. So Walmart decided to put it on their website and then they sold it for $8 to $18.
Wow.
So Walmart even upsold the frickin' thing.
That's crazy.
And now Dr. Squatch is telling Walmart, take it off the goddamn shelves or you will be sued.
Yeah, it's not even very squanchy of you.
It's not. So the name of the bar, if you're looking for the authentic, it is Sydney's Bathwater Bliss.
Nice.
That's the name of it.
Yeah.
Any other name like Sydney's Bathwater, but whatever it might be.
Yeah.
I'm out of ideas. That ain't it.
It's got to be squatch and not squanch.
Exactly.
Because they could have also just been making like squanchy bath soap. I don't know why this label, this brand is called Squatch. Is it because of Sasquatch? It's
Yeah,
for men.
yeah.
For men.
Because it reminds me of Squanchy, which is a character in Rick and Morty.
Yes.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and he's always saying Squanch.
Squatch. Honk, honk. I love that.
Yeah.
So Dr. Squatch revealed that the Walmart listings were in no way affiliated with the soap company and that they are fake. So be very careful if you are shopping at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they say, well, we don't control third-party resellers. We can confirm that Dr. Squatch has not authorized the Sydney Sweeney bathwater or any of our limited edition items to be sold through retail stores like Walmart or similar platforms.
If I'm Dr. Squatch, I'm in heaven right now.
Why?
Because you get to sue one of the biggest retailers in the world.
Oh,
Make some money, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true.
Because they were like a small upstart.
But they're also
on the internet.
But they're losing a bunch of money because Walmart is everywhere. It's ubiquitous, and Dr. Squatch is Dr. Squatch, and they're not Walmart.
Yeah, but then they could sue.
That's
They
true.
could sue. Maybe they'll settle out of court.
Yeah.
Also, apparently the soap does come with a certificate of authenticity. So
That's incredible.
So I can frame it or something?
yes, so you can show your loved ones how cool you are.
Right.
Hey, Mom, check this out.
Oh, God.
It's real, Mom.
Honestly, there's probably a lot of mothers who just wish that their son was anywhere near sexual
Or
desire.
near a thing of soap.
Yeah, or soap. If
That's nice, honey. At least you showered today.
Yeah. If this gets you pause Call of Duty just for 10 minutes to shower.
Yeah, let's call it 10 minutes.
Nah, dude, people are brushing their teeth with it.
Yeah.
It'll be more like 2 minutes.
Anyway, so be very, very careful out there. That's a consumer alert.
Oh, that's good. So buy the right bath water to wash yourself with. That makes sense.
All right. Well, speaking of washing and wanting to look good and feel good, it's official, folks.
Is it?
No more going to Turkey when it comes to hair transplants, boob implants, or any other kind of implants.
Oh.
Because apparently they're stealing organs. That's number one.
Wow.
And then they're also botching everybody's fucking surgeries and people are dying.
Fuck that.
There was a popular influencer. She went into cardiac arrest and she died
No.
after undergoing plastic surgery just hours after partying with the surgeon that gave her the surgery.
wow.
Why would
In
they
Turkey.
party first?
Yeah, I think she got the surgery and then partied with him to be like, sweet, look at these tits. Like, that's a little weird.
But they're freshly butchered.
They're not butchered, Kyle. They're perfected.
They're cut up.
No, you don't know shit about fake tits.
What?
They go through the fucking armpit now. You can't even
A
tell.
little slit.
You wouldn't know. You've never done what I've fucking done.
Wait, how do you? It doesn't matter. Whatever.
I know a lot of ladies.
Okay.
I have women friends, and you know, everyone's got.
And you have boobs?
I'm looking for fakies. I'd love to give me some fakies. If I ever get, I don't do tax evasion, which is the only reason that I would go to prison. But I don't do that. I'd pay my taxes. IRS. I pay my taxes.
Yeah.
But if I forgot for like 10 years, I would just get fake knockers for my little time in prison. But like, what's up, boy? Yeah, on my back. Ooh. Yeah, then I shave my head and just put a little smiley face there.
Let people touch them in the shower.
This is so fucking weird.
Thank you.
This is a weird conversation.
So she underwent breast augmentation, liposuction, and a nose job. Okay. And then she was like, oh, I'm feeling kind of strange. I don't think I'm feeling very good. And then it turns out that the reason she wasn't feeling well was because she was sort of dying. She wanted to,
No.
yes, she wanted to undergo these procedures to improve her aesthetic standards. They say, her friends say, it was a dream of hers. She was in a couple and they had inquired about, the surgery, and they decided to go to Turkey and do it. Now, due to scheduling issues, the surgeon decided to move the surgery up a little bit. Now, apparently this was a problem. So they went to the clinic on a Sunday just to see the place, but the doctor wanted to perform the procedure with Anna, who was the victim here, without her being prepared. Because I would assume you have to physically and mentally prepare for a surgery like this.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. You don't just walk into a hospital and be like, this is a nice place. They're like, yeah, hop right in. Start counting down from 10.
Yeah.
We're about to knock you out.
Exactly.
Gotta do the laxative, the whole deal.
That's true.
Do you have to do laxatives?
Yeah, they're gonna clear you out.
For a boob job?
Yeah, for everything.
Is it for everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the doctors, they say, they persuaded her. They say, you've got to do it right now. And the doctor assured them that everything was going to be fine. She boasted almost 800,000 Instagram followers. She went under the knife, and the following day was out of the operating room. This is a picture of her and her man on their wedding. She's beautiful. He's very handsome. He's got a beautiful red outfit on. She's got a beautiful white dress. And then all of a sudden, the husband, Miles, received a photo of his wife recovering, but she was still under anesthesia.
Oh.
He says, they told me to go to the room. The assistants were acting strangely. I waited for 1 hour and 15 minutes to receive her. Hours later, the doctors came out and said, well, she's dead.
Holy
Jesus.
shit.
Isn't that horrible?
Imagine. It's insane.
Yep. And then they say, I went down to the ground floor and the doctor said that her heart was beating slowly. Another said that she was already dead.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The doctors were detained at the medical facility, but later released by police.
Why were they released?
I don't know.
Keep them.
The hospital says there's no malpractice here. This is exactly how it was supposed to go.
Wow.
That's not what they said. But wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah.
And if they're like, yeah, she got her perfect hits, but then she died. Mm-hmm. Yep. So despite all the efforts, she was not able to be resuscitated. So this is another consumer alert.
That sucks.
No more going to Turkey.
Do not go to Turkey to get your boobs done.
Don't do it.
Just go to, Miami or
Miami is
Colombia.
great. San Antonio.
Yeah. The
Why not?
Dominican Republic.
Well, how is the DR? Is it safe?
Yeah.
Because I do believe we covered a story from a man from the Dominican Republic who was doing the butt injections, but then he was just kind of putting like cement inside that chick's butt, and then he did get arrested.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
we covered
terrible.
him, and I think he got. I think he's serving time now.
Good. Well, I hope he's not tainting the name of Dominican Republic plastic surgery.
Yes, and that is a good question. Is there taint surgery? Hey, Kyle.
That's not what I asked.
Oh, by the way, the prostate is
Oh my God.
able to be massaged
Here
through the
we
taint.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow.
Anatomy
Continue.
lesson.
Okay,
Here we
Kyle.
go.
Professor Kyle, classes in session. Talk about it.
Someone
There was Shane actually wrote
Fantastic listeners of ours, I suppose.
yes,
Wants
he
to
wrote a
hear about
comment
your
and he
homework.
said, Kyle's saying it's the same feeling. I didn't say it was the same feeling. I said you're actually getting the prostate massaged if you're getting a taint massage.
Wait, did you say anything factual just now?
Yes.
It doesn't sound like you did.
No, because somebody else, it's one of our listeners who are always brilliant. We're all brilliant
Yes.
people
Very
here.
smart. You're very
So
smart.
You listened to the echo chamber,
Yeah.
and then you said, "Oh wow, a comment says that I was right, so it must be right."
No,
There it
I'm
is.
saying
That's
he
what-
said I
that's
was
what I
wrong.
heard.
He's agreeing with you guys, but all
yes!
three of you are wrong.
Wait,
Well-
what?
Y'all are wrong.
You're still not right.
If you massage the taint, you're massaging the prostate indirectly.
Someone just commented. What did they say? I really don't know about that.
It says watch it, Ben.
Whoa, that's scary.
Someone's like, watch this.
Whoa, I said everyone was smart.
Yeah, everyone is yeah.
Kyle,
Watch it.
On Healthline, it says externally, you can indirectly stimulate the prostate via the taint. That's the landing strip of skin that runs between the scrotum and anus.
We know.
Land and strip.
Yeah.
Taint, nothing wrong with that, it says.
Oh,
That's
wow.
great. Can you search, is there a taint surgery?
Oh, yeah.
Does someone have
To beef up your taint?
or unbeef?
What do you mean?
Does
what
somebody
do you
have
mean?
does somebody have a lumpy perineum and they want to get it fixed?
Wouldn't that just be like a cyst that you'd have to do?
Could be. Could be.
Oh man, imagine having a cyst on the taint.
Oh, my God, there's a perineoplasty.
There's a perennial plastic.
Wow. And what does that entail?
It's a perineoplasty is a surgery that tightens the area between your anus and vagina. So if you have a soggy taint, they'll tighten that shit right up.
That's weird. All right.
I use that for coins. That's my coin purse. Someone would have I maybe birth, or if you lose a lot of weight.
Yeah.
You might have a soggy perineum. Ooh. All right. Well, just lastly, again, let's stick with the world of medicine.
If it's like soggy and like a lot of loose skin, then could you like technically like push your fingers like up it and then maybe try to like grab onto the prostate?
Well, I think there's still the bone there, isn't there?
Is there?
Isn't there a bone there, Kyle?
Yeah. Well,
Bone where?
Under the
You
taint.
tell us,
Isn't the
smart
taint?
guy.
Your pelvis.
Isn't the taint? Yeah, the pelvis.
Yeah.
Yo,
You can't grab through that. I don't think. I don't know.
Let me try.
I don't. I'm trying right now with this chair.
Whoa. Whoa. No Kegels in the room.
No male Kegels. Well, be very careful when you go to the dentist. There is a Czech dentist, and he has been arrested for giving a root canal, but he's not a real dentist.
Oh no.
Yes, indeed. He's a 22-year-old, and he's a fake dentist, and he had 2 assistants. He's been charged by Czech police after treating dozens of patients using instructions he found on the internet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He's just like, I can wing this.
And he kind of did. That's the weird
Sounds like
thing.
he successfully did it.
Police said there were 3 family members. So there are 3 family members who were like, we fucking got this.
They're like, dude, check out this doctor. He's doing a great fucking price for this shit.
Yes, they opened up a surgery without a license in their home,
Wow.
and it was open for 2 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Nice. Good for him.
Right? The 22-year-old extracted teeth, performed complex root canals,
Wow.
applied anesthesia, and he did Anastasia. Oh, that's a beautiful name.
Anastasia.
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 Yes. So, and he did all of this by learning online. They all did plead guilty to a number of charges. The police say they face up to 8 years in prison. Police did not say whether any of the patients had complained about their treatment, but I feel like if they did, the police would have said so. So if I'm one of the patients and I got a killer root canal, I got it on a discount, and the dude fucking didn't have a license, why do I care?
Yeah, honestly.
He's just watching YouTube videos as he's doing it.
I'm just glad the toothache is gone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think it's really that big of a deal, but I mean, I understand you don't really want to make this like a norm, but I feel like the guy should just be given a free dental school. He should be allowed to go to dental school for free.
Yeah, that actually totally makes sense.
He should be teaching them.
It reminds me of the guy, the autistic dude who would just hijack the trains in New York City and then go and drop everybody off at their right places.
Right. Yeah.
You're doing a good job. We do have one more story after that. Now I'm inspired by that.
Ooh.
So a 22-year-old man, he posed as the dentist, and they say he lacked the necessary professional knowledge. But again, nobody fucking complained. So according to the president of Czech Dental Chamber, you know his name? It's Roman Smuckler.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dr. Smuckler?
Dr. Smuckler. Yeah, he's the Czech Dental Chamber president.
I do like the name Roman.
Yeah, it's a great name. Yeah. Roman Smuckler. He said he had an average of 10 fake dentist cases every single year in the country.
Wow.
So I think it's really an indictment of the Czech Republic education system.
It's also, and also he's helping people that probably can't afford to have this work done otherwise.
Exactly. According to Smuckler, he says, I have 2 more submissions today. So today there are 3 cases in the Czech Republic of people practicing dental hygiene without a license.
Wow.
Whoa.
Checks and balances.
He should really, he should be given an internship
I agree.
at a dental school.
I don't fucking like Smuckler.
Yeah.
I don't like him one bit.
What, you think he's a rat?
I just feel like maybe he sucks, and that's why no one wants to go through the proper channels to become a dentist.
Yeah.
Also, dentists, I mean, it's a ragtag profession. The first dentists were just savages.
Yeah, weren't they just, hitting rocks to your teeth?
Yeah, and the first people who were surgeons, you imagine like them just talking about what they're about to do to you, and
Oh
then
my
under the
God.
premise that it might work.
Right. They're like, all right, so in theory, figuring out how to slit someone open. So
What
you can
theory are
start.
you working? What theory
Well,
exactly?
in theory, if you start from the sternum and hit down to the belly button, you should be able to get a nice clean cut.
All I know is it makes me rock hard. So we're going to keep on doing it. All right. Well, just lastly, speaking of trains, the L train, the train from Brooklyn to Manhattan.
Nice.
We've all taken it literally thousands of times.
Yep, definitely. To and from work.
Apparently, there is a serial city sicko, and what he likes to do is kiss the feet of female strap hangers.
Ugh.
Yes, and then he exposes himself.
God, that is so violating.
And the guy's name, and this maybe I'm just being whatever. We all make our. His name is Dexter Betancourt. It doesn't. It sounds like he would commit Wall Street fraud and like,
Yeah.
you don't have him babysit your kids. But Dexter Betancourt doesn't sound like he's going to be kissing feet on the L train. But that's what he does.
Is he British?
I don't know. He's
Sounds kind of British.
he might be British. It seems like a British thing to do for some reason. There's a picture of him. He's got big tits.
Wow, he's got big old boobs.
God dang.
Just some real plumpy bastards.
Yeah,
too.
big knocker. Almost fake.
Yeah. He had work done.
He
in
might have
Turkey.
had work done. Yeah. God dang. So he approached a 30-year-old gal, and he tried to speak to her as she was waiting for the train on 14th and 6th, which everybody knows. Again, very, very famous area. It was around 1 o'clock in the morning, which, again, be safe out there. The stranger rejected his advances, probably because of his huge fucking tits.
Yeah.
And then he exposed himself to her, well, before fleeing on the northbound L train.
Wow.
He was then caught on surveillance footage licking his lips inside of the station.
Ew.
Okay.
I can't stand seeing people lick their lips on the train.
It's really gross. And it wasn't his first time. He has been charged with indecent exposure. So he's racked up 10 previous arrests for assault, strangulation, forcible touching, and then, of course, resisting arrest. I'm thinking maybe the city shouldn't let him on the trains anymore.
Looking like what's called a career criminal.
Yeah, maybe not good.
Maybe keep him locked up.
Maybe this guy, maybe he's just done it 10 times.
Yeah.
You know, I say 10 times, you got to get out of here or you're going to Rikers.
Yeah.
You take that activity to the Midwest where a good old German woman will kick you in the fucking face and you'll lose 2 eyes.
Because you know what career criminals are going to do? They do something a little bit worse every single time.
Exactly.
And also, look at these boss babe ass cops just taking this guy down.
Yeah, the chick is gorgeous.
Yeah,
isn't
that
she?
chick is cute.
Wow.
But also looks like she means business.
I know. Oh, the hottest of all.
Yeah.
I love that. So he's known for doing this for years, going back to 2013. And the most recent, again, he was kissing this chick's feet. He was also arrested for smoking weed in 2012.
That's where it all began.
In 2012.
Yeah.
Betancourt tried to punch a female cop in the face,
Asshole.
dragged her by her neck.
Oh my God.
He's a real piece of trash. So be very careful, Dexter Betancourt, you bastard. You get out of the L train. You get out of the L. You get all the trains.
With
Go
your
get out.
boobs. Go get a bra.
Yeah, go to the PATH train and see how those Jersey bastards treat you.
Yeah.
It's a little local inside baseball. The PATH train goes to Jersey.
Yeah.
All right. Any comments from the chat?
Yes. Vanessa says, we went from taint to mouth like it was normal. I love this show.
Fantastic. It's all normal in God's eyes.
Yeah.
Akon, new commenter here said,
Yay. Thank you.
Hello, Akon.
I had to scrub an incision and drainage case for a perennial abscess, and it was the worst thing I've ever smelled.
Oh my God.
my God.
Oh my
I
God.
can't
oh my
even.
God. That is the
Yeah.
worst episode of Dr. Pimple Popper
That
fucking
show.
be witness to.
Can you watch it? I can't.
I can't fully watch it, but I do. I like to watch it in like the little segments on the memes.
Pimple popper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pimple,
Oh, I
pimple-
could watch that.
You can?
Oh, I love it. It's so
I
satisfying.
can't do the whole fucking thing, but sometimes I can watch like little pieces and bits.
Oh, a nice ingrown hair that comes out like 3 feet with a bunch of pus.
I know.
I also.
Stop making those noises.
But she is like one of my favorite people because she looks so unassuming.
Yeah.
And then if you would like see her at a bar or something, she would be like, "So what do you do?" And she would just go in. I'd be like, "You're wild."
If you got an abscess, I can cut that shit out for you.
Whoa.
Oh,
No matter how deep it is.
there are probably guys coming up to her at the bar all the time, being like,
Yeah.
"Can you pull up my back?"
They're,
Oh,
yeah, literally
God.
like, no, dude, I was just saying to fucking Kyle that like, look at this thing lifts up his arm.
Yeah.
Does this look normal to you?
No,
my
it's
armpit.
It is cancer.
Draining yellow shit.
Yeah.
Oh God. All right. Any other comments?
Claire was saying Kyle got Kaylina to check regarding the perineum last night.
I honestly, for you guys, I
Yeah.
fucking hope so.
Yeah, actually,
This
that
child,
might be needed.
yes, this child has ruined their sex. I'm not speaking out of turn. Maybe I don't even care.
What are you talking about? He just needs Kaylina to give him more perineal massage.
Yes.
Let's fight him more on it. We don't think it's there, Kyle. You should try to look for it deeper.
Every time they bicker, I'm like, just fuck.
And Pano said he wants Sydney Pollock's bathwater soap instead.
Sidney Pollock. I don't
Yeah.
know who that is.
It's a man.
It's like Pollock, the painter?
Yes.
How the fuck would you want that?
It's an American film director. He's an actor and
He's
director.
an actor.
Is he alive?
No, he's dead
No.
since 2008.
Oh.
Dig up his body, throw him in some water, and you can drink that.
Yeah, it's Jackson Pollock is the.
Oh, yeah.
Why Jackson Pollock?
No, he wants Sydney Pollock's bathwater soap instead of Sydney Sweeney's.
Oh, I see. The Sydney.
You
Yeah.
see?
I want Sydney Portier's bathwater.
There you go.
The
That's good.
daughter.
I want Sydney Australia's bath, so all of it.
Honestly, Sydney chicks are hot. Australian chicks are hot.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. Can you do us a favor? Can you go and rate and review? Okay, bud. Say that we just love this podcast. It's the funnest show ever because we're looking to get some ads and all that kind of fun stuff. And again, as we talked about, our studio is almost done. And then after that, we're going to have merch. I spoke with a fella named Billy, who's a fan who does merch for the Suicide Boys, which is a very popular group. And so we might work with him. Either way, things are happening here. So thank you all so much for your support.
I know. I'm excited.
Hail yourself. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.